Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast. The podcast reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 712, and it is your review of Metropolis. As always, this is the Nerd You're going to hear the whole show. Lots of my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to wonderful Monday night and deja vu.
Monday night, live, early, and ad-free on patreon.com/the Nerdcore for everybody on the $1 tier and above. You get this before it drops with an ad for everybody on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. Brad, we are here to conclude our International Film Month with a review of this legendary German sci-fi film. And this is your pick, actually.
Indeed.
But before we can get to the review, Brad, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I just sat through 2 hours and 24 minutes of the same goddamn soundtrack playing over and over.
Which is the wrong
soundtrack.
Yeah, which we just figured out.
Which I want to say, Raul earlier before we got here was like, I can't believe you fell for that. And it's like, Google Metropolis 1927. What's the fucking first thing you see where to watch? Fucking Tuesday.
Brad, how many times have I ever told you, Brad? Use fucking, what's it called?
Use what?
Use justwatch.com. It has.
Is there an app for that for my TV?
No, but you look it up on your phone and then you can know where to watch it.
Literally, on your phone. Just Googled it.
Yeah, but on your phone you can just go justwatch.com on the search, put Metropolis, and then it's the first result, and there you'll see where it's streaming and where you can buy it or rent it.
Yeah. But literally, if you just Google it, Tubi's the first goddamn thing.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. Metropolis 1927 film. Wikipedia is the first one. IMDb second. Would you look at that, Brad?
Share screen.
Trailers and clips.
Share screen. Here, look at my screen.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Look where to watch. Tubi.
Oh, well,
watch
you're looking at that.
Tubi.
Why didn't you? What's it called? Scroll down. Because look, if you scroll down.
Why am I going to scroll down when it tells me where to fucking watch it, Raul?
But look, Brad, look down. Look lower. Like
this IMDb.
Trailers and clips. Right there.
Yeah, it's trailer.
Damn, why isn't it showing to me? So look, on mine it says trailers and clips.
It says trailer.
And it's 3 links. And the third link is the full movie.
Yeah, I can get on Amazon for $33.97.
Yeah, but it was on YouTube for free. Also, you could have just
fucking I know that now.
Yeah. You could have also clicked right there where it says where to watch, pick the drop down menu, and you would have seen like 1,000 fucking services that would allow it.
Yeah, I mean
also, what the hell? This is on Hulu?
It's on Crackle, apparently. You need the premium subscription for Hulu. You can probably rent it. Raw froze again, probably because he clicked on IMDb or some shit. This man. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh wow, he's really gone. And he's gone. There you go. Welcome to the Brad Show. Yes, I just watched this damn movie with a soundtrack that was on loop for 2 hours and 24 minutes. Thank you all for joining us.
Brad, I swear I didn't press IMDb.
What'd you press?
Nothing. I just clicked on that drop-down menu that shows me where you can watch it.
I don't know what to do.
What the hell, man? But
it does not like you.
Yeah. It's just Brad. I fucking guess. God damn it, bro. I don't know. Well, look. Either way, Brad, you got fucked over by Tubi. How are you doing? Other than that,
I mean, other than that, I'm not doing bad. Doing all right.
No.
Doing chill.
Yeah.
Had some good mozzarella sticks today. It's all good.
Nice. I went to work and I watched about like 30 minutes of this movie on my lunch break. Came back home and finished the whole thing here. And always happy to do more silent films. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go to the doctor. I'm gonna go watch The Substance. Cross my fingers. Substance, and hopefully stream when I get back. Not entirely sure yet if I'll be able to stream, but we'll see if I can. But plan is what's it called? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to stream. But if I can't, Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe like Saturday, depending on how fast I can get done. Our shows.
Yeah.
Like how done I can watch. How fast I can watch Agatha Rings of Power. Rings of Power. If I can get through those two on Friday, then fuck, I'll watch what's it called?
What's our Thursday movie?
In My Skin. That is our review for our mini pod. Which Brad, don't worry. Yeah.
I can watch it on other places than Tubi.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think that
Good.
one's on Tubi.
Well, good.
Here, I'm going to go to justwatch.com and type in there, In My Skin. There you go. In My Skin 2002. And it will show me that it is on Apple TV to rent.
Also, are we the night of? Is that the final one this week?
Yeah, Wednesday. But there's other methods for you to be able to watch In My Skin. So don't worry about that. And if I'm not streaming tomorrow, then don't worry. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. But other than that, it's been a pretty good day, Brad. It's been a pretty good day.
Good.
I have gonna go to the doctor, get my blood test done tomorrow. So I think that's it for eating right now. I can't eat anymore. So just gonna keep drinking water, staying hydrated. And then tomorrow, once I'm done with that, it's Waffle House time, baby.
Waffle House, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta get you a waffle. You get the pecan waffle or the plain waffle?
Probably just plain. I'm not a big fan of pecan? Oh, okay. I thought you said something else.
No, I said pecan.
Yeah. But I heard that they do that breakfast sandwich there. That's like kind of like
It's probably pretty good. Last time I went, they had breakfast bowls.
Damn.
So it's been a while though.
Yeah, I gotta look at the.
I get the same thing I've gotten ever since I was a kid. That's a plain waffle. I put butter on that, and then I get a large, covered, smothered, and chunked hash brown, and that's fucking the best breakfast.
Yeah, the All-Star Special.
Never had it.
Here you go, Brad. This is what you're talking about. Breakfast hash brown bowls.
So yeah, they had bowls back then. I didn't get the bowls. I just got the hash browns.
Yeah. They have a pecan waffle, peanut butter chip waffle, chocolate chip waffle, and just regular classic waffle.
I just like the plain waffle, to be honest.
Yeah.
I keep it easy for them.
I know. I'm gonna get my blood drawn, and I'm gonna be what's it called?
You're probably gonna be wanting some blood sugar.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit, you can get grits. Yeah. All right, man. Well, with that said, yeah, what's it called? That's my plan tomorrow, Brad.
You got good coffee.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna need it, Brad.
Mm.
Yeah. So with that said, yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, that's just tomorrow, but yeah, I want to get going with more Jedi Survivor, and that's pretty much it. But other than that, not much, Brad. I'm glad that I finally got to cross this one off. Had multiple chances to be able to watch this in the theater, at school, and I just never got to it. And I'm glad that finally we were able to do it, and also keeping now a kind of new tradition where we're actually trying to watch silent films instead of just completely ignoring that part of cinema.
Yeah, which
wasn't intentional. It's just like
it just never got to it.
Just never got to it. So if you thought we were going to start the Lord of the Rings trilogy today, I'm sorry, but we're going to be reviewing Metropolis. So with that said, Brad, let's go ahead and introduce them to Metropolis. Today's episode of the Nerdcore is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off your first order with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video.
All right, Raul, coming from Wikipedia. Metropolis is a 1927 German expressionist science fiction silent film directed by Fritz Lang and written by Thea van Harbu. In collaboration with Lang from van Harbu's 1925 novel of the same name, which was intentionally written as a treatment. It stars Gustav Froelich, Alfred Abel, Rudolf Kleinroge, and Bridget Helm. Eric Palmer produced it in the Babelsberg studio for Universum Film AG. Metropolis is regarded as a pioneering science fiction film, being among the first feature-length ones of that genre. Filming took place over 17 months in 1925 to 26 at a cost of more than 5 million Reichsmarks, or the equivalent of about 21 million pounds. I think it was pounds or euros. Is it euros? I think it's euros. Made in Germany during the Weimar period, Metropolis is set in a futuristic urban dystopia and follows the attempts of Frieder, the wealthy son of the city master, and Maria, a saintly figure, to the workers to overcome the vast gulf separating the classes in their city and bring the workers together with Joe Fredersen, the city master. The film's message is encompassed in the final intertitle: the mediator between the head and the hands must be the heart. Metropolis met a mixed reception upon release. Critics found it visually beautiful and powerful. The film's art direction by Otto Hunt, Eric Kettelhut, and Karl Volbrecht draws influence from opera, Bauhaus, Cubist, and Futurist designs, along with touches of the Gothic in the scenes in the catacombs, the cathedral, and Rotwang's house, and lauded its complex special effects, but accused its story of being naive. H.G. Wells described the film as silly, and Encyclopedia of Science Fiction calls the story trite and its politics ludicrously simplistic. Its alleged communist message was also criticized. The film's long running time also came in for criticism. It was cut substantially after its German premiere. Many attempts have been made since the 1970s to restore the film. In 1984, Italian music producer Giorgio Moroder released a truncated version with a soundtrack by rock artists including Freddie Mercury, Loverboy, and Adam Ant. In 2001, a nude reconstruction of Metropolis was shown at the Berlin Film Festival. In 2008, a damaged print of Lang's original cut of the film was found in a museum in Argentina. Argentina, you say? According to the explanation in the restored film, the material was heavily damaged, and because it had been printed on 16mm film stock, does not have the full aperture silent picture ratio. In order to maintain the scale of the restored footage, the missing portion of the frame appears black, while black frames indicate points at which footage is still lost. After a long restoration process that required additional materials provided by a print from New Zealand, the film was 95% restored and shown on large screens in Berlin and Frankfurt simultaneously on February 12, 2010. Metropolis is now widely regarded as one of the greatest and most influential films ever made, ranking 67th in Sight and Sound's 2022 Critics Poll and receiving general critical acclaim. In 2001, the film was inscribed on UNESCO's Memory of the World Register, the first film thus distinguished. On January 1st, 2023, the film's American Reserved copyright expired, thereby entering the film into the public domain. And, of course, we got directed by Fritz Lang, screenplay by Thea von Harbu, and cinematography by Karl Freund, Gunther Rittau, music by Gottfried Huberts, and a budget of about 21 million euros in 2021 dollars, with a box office estimated at whatever 75,000 RM is. Reichsmarks is my guess. Or $1 million US and Canada. And $1 million in US and Canada rentals. Roll on camera.
Oh, yeah. What the hell? When did I mute that? Germany is part of the EU, right?
Yeah,
The
pretty
European Union, yes. They are, right?
pretty possible.
Yeah. Yeah. So it would be
euros.
It would be euros today.
Yeah.
But back then probably not, right? Yeah, because the European Union wasn't back then.
Yeah.
But no, I digress. Whatever. So Brad, it is safe to say we watched two completely different films.
In a way.
Visually we still watched.
Visually it was close. Pretty close.
Visually the same film.
Yeah.
But auditory.
Yeah.
I'd say that I'm in love with this film, Brad. I think this movie's perfect. I think this is just I sit here and I'm just in awe of what Fritz Lang was able to do in 1926.
I'm just trying to figure out the sets on this thing. I was trying to figure that out the whole time.
And then, there's shots, in the last 20 minutes, there's this crazy shot with the camera's like that, and it's going like that, and zooming into it. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, how? And then the special effects with the machine, with the woman machine, how are you doing this? And there's all these massive sets that are just beautifully constructed, and it's incredible, man. It's very pioneering, but it's also just a epic movie where everybody who's working on this has something that's just showing off. Like they're just going above and beyond with art direction, with the cinematography, and with the acting as well. And it's fantastic, man. I love this movie. I love this movie a lot, man. What are your initial thoughts, Brad?
Visually, I believe this film is stunning. Um, Visually, this movie is very stunning. Do I put up there as perfect? Not necessarily.
Yes.
There's definitely more restoration for
Oh yeah.
certain scenes of this, because you still pop up with certain scenes that I don't know if they can be restored, but
I don't
I,
know.
I'm still in awe, like I said, about the set pieces. I do not know, because they you do not have green screen or blue screen or any CGI effects in
Mm-mm.
1926 to my knowledge. So all
Yeah.
these sets were built, and they're giant. They are literally huge.
Massive, Brad.
They're
They're
massive.
massive.
Like, I don't know, like, do you just own a whole city at that point and you build a whole city for this? And you're like, this is Metropolis.
Yeah.
Well, it cost 21 million euros in 2021 dollars.
Yeah. Much to Fritz Lang's dismay, Adolf Hitler and Joseph Goebbels were
Hated it.
big fans of the film.
No,
Goebbels met with Lang and told him that he could be made an honorary Aryan despite his Jewish
well, well,
background.
well. So they may have liked the movie, but they weren't going to release it.
Yeah.
So
Goebbels
that
told him,
to me, it's just like, yeah, we're not releasing this because all the lower class are gonna
yeah,
uprise against us. So
yeah.
no.
Goebbels told him, Mr. Lang, we decide who is Jewish and who is not. Lang left for Paris that very night.
Although there is, they say he came back to Germany back and forth,
Yeah.
so it's questionable. But he
It's
did leave.
questionable. But point is, like, he did not want to work with the Nazis. He did not want to be part
No,
of their film industry. Their propaganda film industry. Let's be honest. That's
yeah,
not a film industry.
yeah,
It's yeah. Um, but it's just to me, Brad. It's incredible. Even the Tower of Babel sequence, Brad.
that was cool.
Like, I don't know how the fuck they did that.
I mean, and then the machine itself
Oh
with
yeah,
electricity and everything. I find it funny that this film's old enough where H.G. Wells was alive to criticize it.
yeah,
So that's kind of amazing. Um, but honestly, back in the day, I guess this got they called it ludicrously simplistic for the politics. But I think for the time being, I think he was really trying to state
the
that
obvious.
the obvious, that workers' rights should be something to be heeded, or the
Yeah,
workers are going to revolt.
yeah. And it's like, the message could not be anywhere clearer, Brad. It's like, think about people and workers. Think of workers as people. Think with your heart, not your fucking head.
Yeah, and
You know?
what he's trying to state is, the mediator between the head and the hands is the heart. The head, of course, is the people in power,
Yep.
people running the show, who don't get their hands dirty, who don't do the
Yep.
work. Your hands are your lower class people who actually keep the city running,
Yep.
and you need someone in between there, the heart, which generally I think he was going for religion. I think he was
This
saying
whole movie is filled with
a
religious.
religious
The
organization
Tower
to
of Babel.
be the heart, to show empathy, and to come together in a way and form
Yeah.
this one unity in order to make the city run and function and be better.
Yeah. But he also shows like why maybe government funded religion isn't the way, because they make that woman and they're like, okay, now go to them and tell them to do this stuff, which leads to the flood. And they're
Yeah.
like, no, don't, like, they're like, no, you're not, that's not the real,
No,
like, woman.
that's the propaganda machine right there. That's
Yeah,
the robot. That's a false.
that's a false prophet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which also, by the way, Brad, this movie takes place in 2026, so this should be happening in 2 more years, Brad.
2 years. I mean, we rise up,
Yeah.
rise,
But
rise.
I'm so impressed by this movie. And I agree with Brad. Like, like there is probably more to restore, but I don't think there is,
I
Brad.
don't know. I don't know
I
if there,
don't
it's
think
possible. That's
I
the
don't
thing.
think there is a clearer look to get out of this movie than
Yeah,
this Blu-ray release. I think that's it, Brad. I think those scenes that you get where it's really damaged, like I think
that's
that's as
probably
good as it's
what
gonna get.
that was what they were probably left with. So yeah.
Yeah. And
Also, I haven't mentioned it yet. Why I'm not as thrilled about this movie as Raul is. I had a soundtrack. Okay, it's a silent film. I had a soundtrack that was on a loop, and it was like jazz music. The same the same fucking music
yeah,
for two
Brad. At
hours and
that
24
point,
minutes.
I wonder why you didn't just mute the movie.
Because if I muted it, then it'd be a really like a silent film. I don't know. You make
I
a
mean,
point.
is it better than hearing that jazz music
I
like
mean,
repeated?
I think about it. Hour one, it probably would have been better because after hour one, it's
Yeah,
like like prop my eyes open and fuck
yeah,
Clockwork Orange me.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, the soundtrack I listen to, no one should have to go through that. So do not watch it on Tube.
yeah.
Let's be
Is it
clear.
safe to say, Brad, that you're done with Tubi?
Very done with Tubi. Like I will. That's just bad. I mean, it's just 2 hours and 24 minutes, and I wanted it to end. Like visually, like the movie's great visually, but just because of the soundtrack on Tubi, and I told Roll like you got to listen to like at least 5 minutes so you can see where I'm going because the 5 minutes is the exact same throughout to the fucking 2 hours and 24 minutes. Otherwise, you don't know what the hell I watched.
Yeah. Oh man, but I thought the acting was really good.
Actually, we can pull this up, right? This isn't a
Yeah,
copyright.
this is what's it called? This is public domain.
All
It
right,
has,
all right.
but you're gonna get an ad on Tubi, so pull it up after you get the
Yeah,
ad. Yeah,
I'm going to go through the ad.
pull it up after the ad.
Yeah, I'm going to go through the ad.
But I have to say, I thought it was fantastic, man. I really did. And I think this is probably one of the most important films of all time. I think it is very much one of the movies that doesn't create but is responsible for what sci-fi becomes.
Okay, that's
And
surprising.
there's so much of sci-fi in there, and especially sci-fi that deals with religious allegories and religious subtext, because there's a lot of it in here. I mean, there's a place that's literally called hell. So it's like it cannot be any more clear as to
Yeah.
what is going on. Yeah,
I mean, and you can see here, this is the workers. They're basically in a prison,
yeah,
never-ending prison.
yeah. Which also, by the way, he makes it in 1926, but man, is this is not if this is not a clear indication of what at least a certain part of the work camps in Nazi Germany were like. It's like all these people just being put to work
Yeah,
for like demanding what's
I,
it called
I,
demanding hours
I
and
mean,
rough work.
if this wasn't talking futuristic here on what
Yeah,
the concentration camps were going to look like, I don't know.
yeah, and it's like they're all wearing the same uniform. It's just
I mean, there's no individuality. They're not people anymore.
they're just
They're
reduced.
food for the machine,
Yeah,
which they show. All
yeah.
right, I'm gonna play this so you guys can hear what I heard for 2 hours and 24 minutes. Is the sound on?
I couldn't hear anything, bro.
Okay. Let me go back.
Well, also just make sure you don't have an ad.
There's no ad popping up, so I don't know what to tell you.
No, play it, and if it starts an ad,
No, I played it. That's where I'm at. I played it. There's no ad.
okay. Damn, Brad.
You're acting like I don't know. Okay, I don't share audio. Share a tab or screen instead. Oh, okay.
Did you click on the sound thing?
Here, I got this. All right.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I had to share a screen, so that's why I was.
Yeah.
Okay. And where the fuck's the play?
It's not actually even moving yet. That's not the score. Yeah, they fucked you over, Brad. Like, I don't even know how you would feel like what this movie is trying to say with this type of score in there.
No, and it's in loop.
Now skip towards like the middle.
Okay, I'm gonna skip, and hopefully there's not an ad.
Yep, I seen enough. I seen enough. I seen enough.
Yeah. So you're gonna see why my score is a little bit fucking lower.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's just, I think it's over, Brad. You're done. 2B is done.
Fucking over. Fuck you.
Yeah, yeah. What a way to watch this movie. But I thought it was incredible, guys. I think that this movie is super important. I think it's one to, especially if you're a fan of sci-fi. I think you should watch this movie. Um, I want us to actually watch the anime version of this film. They made a
Anime?
remake of this in 2001, and it's an anime film.
I quite so there's Megapolis that just came out. And it's
Yeah,
about a city, right?
I have no idea what Megalopolis is actually about.
Nobody can tell me what Megalopolis is.
No,
Even
no,
from
not
the
yet.
trailer.
I'm gonna watch it, but like I don't
Yeah.
actually understand what Megalopolis is about. So who knows? Maybe
When I first saw that, I'm like, is this kind of like Metropolis or
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't know, but I mean, hey, Brad, the design of the robot in this one ended up
C3PO.
inspiring C3PO. The creators of Superman loved this movie so much that they named the city after this
Metropolis.
movie.
Yep.
Yeah, so it just shows you how influential this movie is.
Yeah, it's a foundation movie.
This is this is the second film I've seen from Fritz Lang, and man, I'm thinking we maybe might have to start doing a Fritz Lang month soon because dude, that man makes great movies, dude. He really does. I think he does make some incredible films. But I mean, I called it perfect. I think it's perfect. This gets a straight up 10 out of 10 for me, man. This is an incredible movie. I loved it. Now, Brad, give us your what's it called, temporary score.
My temporary score is an 8.25 out of 10. Because I think my psychological torture is worth that many points.
Yeah. Now, if you didn't have that, would you be giving a 10?
It might be close. It'd be close to a 10. It'd be like a 9.5 or closer.
Yeah.
Just for the visuals itself. Because I sit here in 2024 wondering in 1926 how this man on whatever sounds the largest sound stage in the world, which had to be like the size of goddamn New York City, how he managed this.
Yeah, it's
because those sets make this movie. They make it larger than life.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why somebody would think this is a silly film or why the politics are simplistic, but
I think there's probably a bit of jealousy in there or a bit of just dislike because H.G. Wells, he's the futuristic fucking guy. He knows how to write that shit. Nobody else can do that.
Yeah.
And
I just think like I think it needs to be simple because you look at Germany at this time, Brad. Unemployment is through the fucking roof. The country is starving. They are in terrible condition, which is why it leads to power to the Nazis. But I think Fritz Lang is trying to be as very, very simple as possible to say, hey, if we don't pay attention, this is where we're headed.
Yeah.
And sadly,
that's where they were headed.
But
luckily Fritz was able to I guess leave.
Yeah.
Because I believe he died in Beverly Hills.
Did he?
I believe he did.
Let me see. Fritz Lang. Yeah, Beverly Hills, California. Born in December 5th, 1890 in Vienna, Austria. And died August 2nd, 1976 in Beverly Hills, California.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah. Well, with that said, that concludes our review of Metropolis. As always, thank you guys so much for joining us. Check us out on the nerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and TikTok at the Nerdcore, patreon.com/the-nerdcore. Our Discord link is in the description below, where you can go and tell Brad, stop using Tubi. Please. Make sure you leave a comment in the YouTube video and tell us what you thought about the movie, what you think about our review, and yeah, how screwed was Brad? How screwed was Brad?
Pretty bad.
Yeah. Make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss a single review that drops on the channel. And of course, we've just had another successful International Film Month. We discussed movies from Russia, from Germany, from
Indonesia.
Indonesia. Yeah. So lots of cool stuff this month, man. And just really really happy that we got to do some stuff, and we finally got to end we got to finish off Tarkovsky. We
Mhm.
finally finished off Andrei Tarkovsky's filmography. Well, feature, because there's still some other films that we could watch, but we finally we put a bow on that one. We watched a contemporary Russian film. We watched a Indonesian Western. And today we watched a very, what's it called, classic and important sci-fi film from Germany. So
Sci-fi silent film.
sci-fi silent. So if you want to go ahead and see the actual conclusion to this month, go over to to patreon.com/nerdcore at the $5 tier on Thursday. We are doing our review of In My Skin. This is a new French extremity film, which I think Brad's about to kill me for what he's about to watch, because I don't think I've ever shown him anything that's new French extremity. So this is gonna about to take some very, what's it called, drastic steps, but we'll see how that goes. I've never seen this movie, by the way, Brad. I am a fan of the genre that this movie is from, but I've never seen this movie before, so you cannot blame me for anything you're about to watch. So
No, I'm still gonna blame you if my wife walks in and be like, "Roll, but
what kind of psychotic shit does Raul watch? Yeah,
mm,
yeah, but
I'm
yeah,
just reviewing it. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm just here."
yeah. But that's all on there, and then of course, night of episode 8 on Wednesday. But without further ado, thank you to our patrons. They make it possible. Without them, we're just not doing this like we are. Thank you to our executive producer, Shane. Where can they find him, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/xsrk or on Twitter at thriftedil, or go buy something at from the Subby God at dpop.com/prison city vintage.
Hell yeah. And with that said, Brad, let's go ahead and get them the hell out of here.
All right, Raul. Thank you for being host as always. Thank you to all those who join us in future chats. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, all I got to say is don't use Tubi. Don't do it. Tubi sucks. I hate Tubi. I hope it goes bankrupt. Young Yoda out.
Fucking Tubi.